welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching episode 10 of season 1 of The Legend of Vox Machina. Okay. Season 1, episode 10 of The Legend of Vox Machina. It's a mouthful of an opening. Anyway, on the last episode we defeated a zombie horde because we got Pike Trickfoot coming in to just astral projector ass everywhere. I love it. I love it. I love it. It was so nice to see her back, confident and powerful. And I think that I think the whole essence of a lot of people's powers or internal struggles that they have all can be solved with confidence. It's like you see how successful Scanlan is because he's just naturally confident. And Grog is successful because he's confident because he doesn't really know any better most of the time. But like you see Pike gain confidence and all of a sudden she's very powerful. When Keyleth finds her confidence, she's extremely powerful and gets a boyfriend out of the deal. But like we are now in the castle, headed to go face the Briarwoods. So we're in the dungeon though, and there's somebody who says that like they can help them get to the Briarwoods. But Percy does the Percy thing with the mask and the smoke and is like, no. So obviously he knows who this person is. There's beef there. There is anger there. I don't know what name is on the barrel of the Pepperbox that like he would want to like kill this person. And I don't know if the person's been there since, the Dorollos had Whitestone or if they were put there by the Briarwoods. But to me personally, I was like, oh, that's Delilah. It has to be a trick. But I would also say that the person that's there, if the Dorollos put them in there, then I don't think that the Briarwoods would have kept them like alive. Would have been like, oh, the prisoners that the Dorollos wanted to, punish. I think they would have let them out or would have killed them or utilized them. So for somebody to still be in there and Percy to know who it is seems like it's a trick of some sort. I don't know. It's just like the first thing I thought of. I was just like, don't trust it. Don't trust it. Don't trust it. And we saw, the backstory about Delilah and Silas, and, she seemed really worried about keeping Silas safe. And I think it's very smart because if people know what Silas is, then they know how to kill him. Wooden stake to the heart, garlic, sunlight. I mean, there's only so many ways to kill a vampire. I say that like I know from personal experience, but from just like all the media that I've consumed, apparently sunlight in certain variations of vampire stories doesn't matter. Sometimes they're sparkly. Anyway, I could see why Delilah would want to protect him, but like she's very worried about losing him. And we saw like the love that she had for him and like trying to save him and trying to keep him and like what she was willing to give up for that. And like, then she takes off her gloves and you can see the scar where she had like cut into her arm to cast the spell to save his life. And I'm sure she's going to get her hands dirty. I'm sure it has something to do with that. But I don't know what the plan is. Like, I don't know what their end game is or their end goal. And the only thing that I could think of would be to not just save Silas, but to bring him back to life. So he is no longer a necromancer, like in like the romantic term, but that he's no longer a vampire and he maybe then would be a necromancer. I don't know. But I feel like that would be like the end thing for her is to try to have enough power to bring him back to life. And that's why she needs the Residium. Like that's why it's been important the entire time. If they could just go back to not being Silas and Delilah as they are now, if they could go back to what they were, I think that would be beautiful for the story. But that's a lot of destruction and a lot of death and a lot of sacrifice and a lot of violence to go through. So I doubt that's the case. So now with Pike back, she's astral projecting, but with Pike back and Keyleth having the power-ups that she's been having, like especially with the Residium, I don't know if that makes Pike and her even stronger, because if she was having a hard time summoning the sun or like having power to help the sun tree, like with the Residium, I feel like it would just be like I almost said lights out, lights on all the way. turned up as bright as possible to destroy Silas, to help the Sun Tree, to bring life back into Whitestone. I could see that being very helpful to her to be around those stones. Because I don't think, like, maybe Delilah can cast a spell that can make it to where only she can use the Residium, but I don't know, they're not glowing purple, they're glowing green. And her magic's purple. I guess we'll see. Okay, guys, I'm excited to get back into this, especially now that the gang is back together. We had a confession of love from Vax. Scanlan was, like, kind of there. Like, he was like, marry me. Like, I know that they're short, and they're both gnomes, and, like it's great if they get together, but, like, I would really like for Pike to actually have feelings for Scanlan, and I don't know if she does. It seems kind of like, hey, buddy, yeah, let's get married right now. Oh, you're funny, Scanlan. Like, I think, like, he's got these true, genuine feelings for her, and she might just not see it. I want Scanlan to have love, but I want it to be with somebody who loves him in return. Yes. Okay. He's very near and dear to my heart. I love that guy. With that being said, though, let's get into it. Dr. Ripley. Oh, shit. She was part of it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I do love it when they hold out.
Oh, God.
Sadly, that may leave a mark. I'll need his sister.
Oh, yeah, screw this bitch.
Doctor.
Percy, wait!
Or don't. It's always Keyleth being like, oh, at the end of, like, a Percy moment. We'll just call it a Percy moment. Oh, it wasn't Keyleth. It was Cassandra.
And here I thought you were the intelligent one. We're both engineers, Percival. We know the value of knowledge.
She's in my hand.
Percy, hey, lovey pal, but we gotta deal with this smoke thing. I mean, you are legit f***ed up.
Not this again.
It's been getting worse.
Oh, what is
Pike,
it?
Can you divine anything?
If Percy will let me.
What is the smoke? Oh, whoa. Whoa.
Please.
Oh.
Percy! I don't know what it is.
Your concerns are appreciated, but we must press forward.
Wow.
As soon as this is over, I will sort it out.
Will you?
That's what I was gonna ask.
I swear on my family's name.
I take that as a solid yes.
Their concerns lie with the ziggurat.
Oh, the ziggurat.
The what?
Oh, the
Zippertwat.
That thing in the skin book of evil? It all makes sense.
It does?
It does?
No, not really.
Yeah.
Never thought you and I would work together.
Oh, you're
At
not.
the moment, you are the luckiest person in Whitestone. Because you're at the bottom of my list.
Flames, his soul. Like, that was just breathtaking. Yeah.
The Dawnfather shall stand as a
Dawnfather.
flame in the darkness.
Dawnfather. Duh.
Whitestone is our home, and today, we take it back!
They come and get you.
So,
Oh, I wanted to see it.
Cassandra, was it? Seeing as how we're two unattached adults,
No. This ziggurat. You found it for them?
Not just found, restored, improved.
Is that where all the stones are?
I was able to augment the structure with a particular mineral.
Residium.
Residuum.
Residuum. Damn it. I hate when I say stuff wrong.
What are you...
Oh.
Worked even better than my design. Perhaps I should take the lead?
Yeah.
By all means.
Yeah. Yeah.
Easier to keep an eye on you.
I had things I needed to figure out, and once I did, let's just say I know who I am now.
Oh, duh. You're my best friend. Except now, you glow in the dark.
Aww.
I warned you those vines have thorns.
Yeah.
It just wasn't the right time. That's all. She was not ready to receive.
Your friends seem pleasant enough, but your mind is on another level.
She has a point. Your mind is unlike any I've come across.
Thank you, Cassandra.
Not a compliment.
This way.
Did they name her Ripley after Ripley from Aliens?
Look at you! Stand back. That stone person's armed.
Oh, Jesus.
That's a grave.
Oh, groggy.
We've got visitors.
Wait a second. Did Lady Briarwood raise all the dead?
Great. Grog was actually onto the right thing there, wasn't he?
Uncle Nathaniel?
Oh, God. It's all the Derolos.
Hi, I'm Keyleth, friends with your nephew. Oh, God, you smell like shit.
This is wrong.
Oh, I know. Isn't it great?
Get him, Grog. Did he just throw a power elbow? Oh, God.
How long's he gonna stay like that?
No telling, really.
Fine. But you'll regret this.
What does she mean you'll regret this?
Oh, Grog, you are so mighty and I am so weak. However can little old me survive without you?
Well, since you wear so nicely.
Thanks, Groggy. Oh, yeah. Residuum. Residium.
I don't trust her.
You don't trust anyone.
Well, except you.
Funny way of showing it sometimes.
God.
I'm glad he said that.
It's a drug factory! We just hit the jackpot!
Oh, no.
Anybody have a pipe? Oh.
This is residuum. The pipes must carry acid for its chemical refinement process.
A new name? Oh, no.
Cassandra!
I knew she was manipulated by them. Nice!
Excellent work, dear.
Yup. Fuck. I knew they wouldn't just, like, let her go.
You did this to yourself, Percy. The day you left me lying in the snow, choking on my blood like a hunted animal. My brother abandoned me. But I have a new family now. One that transcends death. One that will never leave me.
She's under their power.
I am a Briarwood.
The green flash in her eyes. Like, it must be a spell. Oh, no. Oh, no.
An acid trap? Whoa. Real fucking original.
Wake up!
Wait, come on! Don't you at least want to see Grog die?
Scanlan.
Percy, a little help?
Percy.
Right, well, try to stop the acid.
How?
Then let's get to smashing!
Oh, they're not doing much of anything. Good job, Keyleth.
Not
Now we're talking.
Not bad, Keelan.
Fam?
Oh,
Oh!
All right, new plan. Stay out of the acid.
It's a great plan.
Scanlan's hand! Come on, pile on!
Percy.
Percy, get over here! Percy, snap the out of it!
Yeah, no doubt. Oh god, he is dead.
Be here for us.
What's the point? She's gone again.
She's under a spell.
We're not. We will never abandon you.
Come on, Percy.
Right. Scanlan!
You fuckers are too heavy! Wait, that's it. Heavy.
Metal. I love the metal music.
We need to triangulate its location.
Come on, Scanlan. And shred, dude.
In the acid? You have to be insane to go in.
I'm going in!
Oh, god. Wow. I did not have grog in an acid bath. Naked. On my bingo card. Go heal Grog. And give him back his pants.
There you go.
Oh, buddy.
You okay, Grog?
I don't know. Is Captain Winky still there?
Still hanging low, buddies.
Then I'm good. Let's go.
Put on your pants.
Got my drawers.
Mm-hmm.
Where does this lead?
The ziggurat.
Cassandra.
Oh, I thought it was going to break to the end of the episode. It still very well may.
The ritual requires a blood sacrifice.
No!
Now we're spoiled for choice.
Whoa. Is it just gonna be a guitar solo, or are we gonna get Scanlan singing? Just a guitar solo. That's funny, because metal music's like my least favorite music. The Dawn Father. Duh. Like, the Sun Father, the Star Father, the Magic Father. I could not come up with a Dawn Father to save my life. I don't know, maybe it's my wishful thinking, but I still want to think that Cassandra is under the Dorolo's magic, and that's what's happening. There's that little flash in her eye, or maybe she really is in this, what we've seen, this is really who she is, and then the magic was to control her to come with them. I mean, her name appearing on the gun. Ooh, shit. I don't know what magic's on the Pepperbox, but the fact that like names can just appear, like when somebody has been like double crossed, or I mean, because like there's no way Percy would have been like, you know what, Cassandra, and it just appears, like it appeared, and that's when he realized that she was up to no good. Oh my gosh, what a great little combination. I did not have our group floating on Scanlan's hand while Pike is healing Grog while he's diving through an acid bath to unplug a drain in which he is naked. I didn't have that at all on my bingo card. I love the fucking randomness of this show. I love it. I love it. It's so unexpected and it's always a surprise. And actually, as soon as they said ziggurat, I was like, oh, the Zippertwat. Like, because that's just perfect. That's perfect. I love Scanlan. I love him so much. The fact that he was flirting with Cassandra in front of Pike, I don't like it, but I love that Percy shut that shit down like immediately. But you know, like Vex and Vax, you know, Vax being sad about Keyleth not responding in kind, which I don't think it was the correct time or place necessarily. And like two people have to feel something at the same time in order for it to be good timing, and it was not good timing. Vex kind of being like, yeah, like I told you that those vines have thorns. It's like Keyleth doesn't have thorns. She just wasn't ready, at least as far as I'm concerned. I know for a fact that she has feelings for Vax. That is obvious. Him being sad about it, I feel like between Vex and Keyleth, Vax will be okay. I hate saying that out loud because I could be wrong. But I feel like Keyleth's going to show her love at the right time. And I hope that Vex appreciates it. I hope. I definitely was like suspicious of Cassandra after the episode in which we found out that she was still alive, because I was just like, well, if she's under the control of Briarwoods and she's been there for that long with them, she could very well be on their side. When Anders slit her throat, I was like, well, there's no way that they would sacrifice her. Well, they don't care about her. They don't care that, you know, she could have died in that moment. So I don't know why I thought I was like, oh, oh, she's expendable, so she's not important. And she's still expendable. They even said so about the blood sacrifice, which I still don't know what the blood sacrifice is for. What is that for? For what? For Silas to have everlasting life, for him to not be a vampire anymore, for them to be immortal. I don't know. I'm sure all will be revealed. I still don't know if we can trust Ripley 100%. I really like that they have somebody in here called Ripley, because it just makes me think of Ripley from Aliens. I don't know if like that's what they named the character after or not, but if they did, awesome. If they didn't, still a great name. We do have the townspeople that are entering the castle, fighting the soldiers that were outside of it with the Everlight weapons. I would have really liked to have seen that, but definitely the Dawn Father. The Dawn Father, the Everlight. But like the fact that Pike's like, we need to get you to a temple. Like, I didn't know what the smoke was. And like they seemed concerned about it, but there was never an explanation to it. And apparently it's not something that should be happening. But like to see the vision that Pike saw of Percy on fire and that his soul is like, it's almost like it's damned. That might be another thing of like what I said about like, you know, Pike accepting herself for who she is and having that confidence. And the same thing with Keyleth, like when she has those moments where she really believes in herself, like big things happen. So it's like Percy needs to do that too. And if Keyleth can help him with that and be like, hey, you believed in me, I believe in you, you know, because like that's kind of like how Vex, like, you know, is just like we won't abandon you, you know, like they're family. And I think like he needs to have that kind of pounded into his head that there's people that love and care about him and that he needs to believe in himself. And like I don't know if he like thinks like, I don't know if it's his confidence or not in himself. But it just seems like he feels like he doesn't deserve things. Like he doesn't deserve to be the person to lead this rebellion at the Whitestones. You know, he's constantly just kind of like looking down and just being like, nobody needs me or no one needs that. And like that's a sign of somebody who's broken, like desperately broken inside. I want him to fix that by the end of this season. I don't know if that's possible, but I'm sure that will focus on other characters next season with a stronger focus, because this seems to be very heavily Percy's story. This is Percy's journey that we are on. I am not mad about it. Like, I love and adore Percy, and every time we get a new side of him, it just delights me. Now, because of Pike saying that if her connection to the Everlight was broken, like going through walls, because she's like, I'm not a ghost, I can't just walk through things. If it's broken, like, would she be able to find her way back, and how quickly? Like, would she be able to get there ASAP, or would she be fighting for a connection? Because when she arrived, it was very much like a Bifrost entrance, where it was just like instantaneously she's there. So I don't know if she lost the connection, if that would affect her confidence, and then she'd have a hard time coming back or not. But they don't mention those things for no reason, as far as I'm concerned. Well, now we are at the Ziggurat, and there's two people that they could use for a blood sacrifice. For what yet? I still don't know. I'm curious as to what the end game is, because there has been zero reveals, and even Cassandra, and I don't know if she was telling the truth, but she was just like, even I've been with the Briarwoods, for this amount of time, and I don't know anything about their plans. Now I know that to not be true necessarily, but if she's under a spell, I don't know. I want to believe that she's under a spell. That way Percy can still have his sister, because like with her name appearing on the gun, like that's heartbreaking. So I want to believe that it's a spell. Okay, guys, if you want the full-length reaction to this episode, it will be available on my Patreon and up to 1 episode early. Eagerly anticipating season 2 that will be starting in a couple weeks. Those I will be releasing the episodes as they are edited, but the full-length reactions will be available on Patreon probably the day after. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, leave me a comment down below of just what wasn't on your bingo card that was in this episode, because naked Grog diving through an acid bath. Being healed by Pike to pull a plug. Wouldn't have guessed that. Wouldn't have guessed that for a world. I am eager to finish this off. I have 2 more episodes of this season. It is such a great show. I have been recommending shows to people that don't necessarily watch. They only watch stuff that's mainstream. And I know that I'm watching House of the Dragon, but really recommending The Expanse to people, and the show Invincible and Arcane. This show, there's so many things that people miss because they don't want to watch something that they are. It's judging a book by the cover. They'll look at the picture of the thumbnail and go, oh, that's for kids. Not for kids. Not for kids at all. The majority of the stuff I watch is not for children. So it's really delightful that I get to not only open up my world, but then I get to talk to people about this stuff, especially working at a dental office. I can talk about stuff over top of the patient, and then they're like, what show are you talking about? And so I get to fill them in. I've gotten people to watch The Expanse. I've gotten people to watch this show. It's delightful. And it's really nice to be in this world, and I'm excited for the new season to start. I am super excited for the new season to start. Okay, guys. 2 more to go, and then season 2. Yes. All right, guys. Oh, I'll see ya, but also I'll see you soon. Bye.